What's up, guys? We got some news that I thought might be coming, but wanted to wait and confirm. Chiefs have activated wide receiver Mecole Hardman from IR. He's going to be playing tomorrow against the Bengals. They also made a roster move to make room for him. They activated a couple players from the practice squad, including a running back that the Chiefs added a few weeks ago and has not yet seen playing time with the Chiefs. So we got to talk about all that real quick on this Saturday afternoon. But first, how about the Chiefs? All right, what's up, everybody? Real quick video here. Just want to talk about these roster moves because I think it was enough to do a little video about. So the Chiefs just announced, not that long ago, 12:06, it's 12:18, that they have activated wide receiver Mecole Hardman from IR and removed his questionable injury designation for Sunday. If you didn't know, he injured his thumb. He actually had to have surgery, minor surgery, but they had to do a couple things in there based on what happened when he got injured. It needed surgery, but he's back now. He was a full participant all week, so great news there. For a Chiefs wide receiver room that is still kind of searching for some life and some identity. You could say what you want about Mecole Hardman, but he does have speed, and we need some speed. We need guys that, the secondary is going to fear speed-wise, and Mecole Hardman is one of those guys. Again, say what you want about him. I know he was hurt a lot of last season. Some people had higher hopes for him than what he did perform with the Chiefs for his second-round draft status, but, he was behind sometimes Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce in the pecking order. He was fine. Now, it was weird that the Chiefs traded for him back from the Jets and all that, but he's here, and Toney is out. So if we look at the injury report real quick, you've already got Kadarius Toney out. He's been out for 2 weeks. There is some good news there. They did not place Kadarius Toney on IR, which is a move that I thought they could do to make room for Mecole returning. So with Mecole returning, they had to remove somebody. I thought it could have been Toney. It's not, which is good news, meaning they think Toney is going to be good to play soon-ish. He's missed 2 games with a hip injury, so he should have Toney for the playoffs. And again, for Toney, return punts, do stuff out of the backfield. Please don't catch shallow crossers. We don't want pick sixes and interceptions. But let me continue what the Chiefs are saying here. They have also waived, I'm going to jump down here. They waived defensive tackle Matt Dickerson. He played 11 games with the Chiefs this season, not in a full-time capacity or anything. So I'm a little surprised here that this is the route they chose to go. But they have also elevated nose tackle Mike Pennell and running back Keontae Ingram. So let's talk Matt Dickerson for a second here. Again, in order to make room for Mecole Hardman, they were at 53, so they needed to let somebody go. So they waived Matt Dickerson. If he clears waivers, he'll probably find his way back to the practice squad. We'll see if somebody claims him or not. The Chiefs did like him. They have used him. I don't know his total snap count off the top of my head, but we might see him back on the practice squad. So Matt Dickerson waived. If he clears waivers, Chiefs can get him back. Mecole Hardman is back again from IR. A couple other things they did. I just talked about it, but we could talk about it a little bit more. They did elevate nose tackle Mike Pennell, and this is either the second or third time they've done that, maybe the third. But they like what they see from him, and they've been kind of playing him as a guy to use against the run. So he'll be up and activated. And then running back Keontae Ingram, the former Arizona Cardinal, he is up. And the reason why is because if we look at the injury report, you have Isaiah Pacheco questionable as he's going through the final phases of clearing concussion protocol. Okay. Then you have Clyde Edwards-Helaire questionable. He's been sick. Missed Thursday and Friday's practices due to a sickness. And in case you forgot, Jerick McKinnon, running back Jerick McKinnon, is also on IR. So you got McKinnon out possibly until, I don't know if he'll ever play another snap for the Chiefs again, unless he's able to come back and the Chiefs make a deep postseason run again. Then we'll probably see Jerick McKinnon back, depending on the severity of the groin issue. But you've got McKinnon out of the picture. CEH is dealing with this sickness, I think, that's been going around the locker room for the last couple of weeks, mainly hitting defensive players, but I think that's what it is. Joshua Williams is not questionable. I don't know why they're saying that, unless, like we talked about this last night, I think it's a glitch. Because the Chiefs didn't actually announce him questionable. So I think that's fine. I think that's a glitch. But then Pacheco is still clearing concussion protocol. I'm saying all that to say, if you don't have Pacheco and you don't have CEH, the Chiefs just recently signed Mecole Hardman. They basically elevated him to the 53-man roster. So if you have no Clyde, no Pacheco, you have Mecole Hardman and Keontae Ingram. He's been a Chief for like a month. So we hope and pray, maybe we need to fast, I don't know, that at least CEH or Pacheco can play. And then you'll have Mecole Hardman as the backup, or the guy they kind of mix in here and there. And then Keontae Ingram would be like use in case of emergency. So that's kind of what's going on. I wanted to just jump on a quick live stream and let you know. Another couple questionables we talked about yesterday is L'Jarius Sneed. Hope he can play, but we don't know yet. This isn't his knee. This is his calf, something different. So one way they could look at it is they rest Sneed on Sunday. Then they rest, if they beat the Bengals, they rest all their starters or a lot of their starters week 18. Then you've got some time to just kind of get Sneed ready for the postseason run. But if they feel like he's good enough to go, they really need to win this game. They win this game, they win the West. So we'll have to see. Game time decision for Sneed. And then Donovan Smith and Kadarius Toney are already ruled out. We know that. Another player to watch over here for the Bengals is going to be Jamar, loves to run his mouth, Chase. He didn't play last week. Separated his shoulder a couple games ago. He's questionable and will be a game time decision. So that's big. Got to watch for Jamar. Got to watch for Sneed. Because if Sneed plays, he's guarding this man. If this man don't play, Jamar Chase, then Sneed can guard somebody else. Probably Chai T. Higgins. But yeah, there you go. That's kind of what's going on. Bunch of little moves made. Mecole Hardman is back. And I think that's good. I think that's good for the Chiefs. Again, they can't go out and make any major wide receiver moves right now, but I think having Mecole, even playing a slight Toney role, using his speed, even have him stretch the field a little bit. Like, I am open to whatever they can do to try to get something going with Mahomes and the wide receivers. And yeah, that's about it. I will answer a couple of questions, but it's family day for me, so I'm going to get off in just a second, but just making sure I didn't miss anything major. Ron with the gifted with the 9-month membership renewal. Appreciate you, man. We need Prime Mecole, said Hunter. Yes, sir. I'd love that. I'd love that. Please come back. Prime Mecole. Dragon Flame said bring L'Jarius back to shut Jamar up. Yeah, if Jamar plays, they're both questionable. But I would hope Sneed is able to go. If not, man, you've got to preserve him for the playoffs because the Chiefs are still most likely winning the West. If they don't win Sunday, guys, they can still win with a Raiders loss or tie and a Broncos loss or tie, or the Chiefs can still win Week 18. So, Gabe, biggest fan. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Pat, 300-yard game? Freaking hope so, man. Frosty said, our season's officially desperate. I thought going to the playoffs would be a given. As long as we have Mahomes and Kelsey on the team, this is stressful. I mean, I'm still pretty confident they make the playoffs. I don't know how deep of a run they're going to make this year. You know, they've got to clean the stuff up on the offense that we talk about every single week. Turnovers, execution, eliminate the miscues, eliminate some of the penalties, the drops, like all that stuff, man. They got to fix that, but we've been saying that every single week. Our offense needs to revolve around jet sweeps and RPOs. I mean, they need to figure something out. I'm down for whatever they think could help. Last thing we need is the Raiders to win the division. Yeah, please no. The Raiders have to win out, and the Chiefs would have to lose out, basically, for the Raiders to get in. Got to avoid penalties. Factual about time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah. You think Sneed was just resting his calf? Yeah, I mean, Sneed very well could have just... Well, he was definitely resting it, but it's like he could play. We just don't know yet. He is one of the few guys that could not participate all week at practice and play on Sunday, and it's good to go. It doesn't happen a lot. Most times if players are going to play, they practice in some capacity on Friday, but we'll definitely see. Yeah, Brian Cook is on IR. He's been on IR for a few weeks. Yes, sir. Are we going to have CH back next year? I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out on a cheap deal, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Wanted to just go live, let you guys know all the moves that were happening. We need all the help we can get against the Bengals. They don't have Joe Burrow, but they're still playing well. They didn't play well last week. But if they have Jamar Chase back, you know, they've got Boyd, Higgins, Chase. They've got Mixon back there. So they got some dogs that the defense is going to have to watch out for. That's why having Sneed is going to be helpful. And then the offense needs to get going. The Chiefs offense needs to start strong. Then eliminate these miscues and penalties and score some points, man. Since week 8, they average 18.25 points per game. They need to do better. So I'm rooting for them. I have the Chiefs winning 21-18. Let me know when you're watching this video after what your score prediction is. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live play-by-play reaction stream. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about the Chiefs?